High and fast, high and fast. Still not high enough, Cam.
All right, one more time.
Get up. Height. Get some height on the jump. Fast off the ground.
There we go.
Cam Brown is truly a freak of an athlete, if you want the truth.
Let's go! Let's go! Pull it! Pull it! That's a lot of weight, man. Get it up!
Especially for a pitcher, he's incredibly strong, he's incredibly fast, he's incredibly powerful. So with him, he doesn't need more strength, so we rarely chase a bunch of strength work with him. Everything we do is really built around how fast can you move the barbell and creating basically more power.
5'8". 5'7".
So yes, I believe in training pitchers to be very, very athletic. I think traditionally, everybody thought that pitchers were made out of glass. We don't want that. They are athletes just like anybody else on the field. We want them to be very athletic. So for us, the philosophy is still going to be speed, power, and strength. That's what we're trying to develop. We build that with a foundation of movement. So it's building speed, power, strength with a foundation of movement. We're not going to use white gloves with them because they're that fragile. We want to have anti-fragile athletes. You get to 90 degrees, that's all I need. It's this open that I want, and then rotate to 90 degrees with that reach. Everybody understand? Then go backside shoulder, around your back, turn into it for your setup. So during the off season, we have what we call 2 high days and 2 low days. Our high days are high intensity days, really developing maximal outputs. Our low intensity days are built around extensive means, so it's more upper body based stuff. Arm care is in that. We've got our extensive jumps and throws, which is usually submaximal in nature. Everything on those days is geared towards getting our high output or getting our maximal outputs on those high days. So we want our athletes to recover on those low days so that they're ready to go when we want speed, power, and strength. So to give you a quick breakdown, their schedule follows their throwing schedule. So an athlete, a pitcher that starts, let's say he has a start on a Friday. He's going to perform basically what we call a recovery or a neural activation prior to that start. And that activation, that recovery and activation is really movement based. We get a lot of blood flow. Secondary goal of that is we want them to move really, really fast and really powerful and leave the weight room feeling really, really good. We're basically priming their nervous system for that start later in the day. And then their schedule is built and based around that start. Everything falls into line after that throughout their weekly schedule, the same way it would in the in-season. Everything that we do, we're trying to get our athletes to compete at all times. One, because it creates, when you have competition and you have actually something objective to either hit or that you can measure, it creates more intent. So your athletes move faster, they move more powerful if you have something like that. So we're throwing med balls vertically to try to hit the air conditioner. That's on our neural priming day. The athletes will go inside, they'll jump. Again, it gives us a number. So the athletes have to compete, not only against themselves, but they're trying to compete against their teammates. So we're creating greater intent by providing that objective feedback. So the off season is really just dictated by their throwing schedule. We are still trying to develop our pitchers, our speed, power, strength, movement, all those capabilities. We're still trying to develop that, but it has to exist within what's happening over at the field with their skill development, because ultimately their skill development is the most important aspect. We don't have barbells on the field. They're not bench pressing or squatting on the field. So at the end of the day, it all has to relate back in the weight room, the indoor, all the stuff that we do for athletic development is really just a supplement for what happens over at the field in their skill.